So you're thinking about moving to Raymore, Missouri? Well, in this video, I'm going to be covering the pros and the cons to living in this city, and we're going to get to it right now. If you are new to this channel and you want to learn all there is to know about eating, sleeping, entertainment, where to live, what to do, all things Kansas City and the metropolitan area, then you've come to the right place. Hi, my name is Anita Cordell, and I am a licensed real estate agent of over 20 years here in the Kansas City metropolitan area, and I help people all the time just like you making their transition. So whether that is 9 days or 90 days, just give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me that email. Also, I have a very strong network within my real estate community. I've been selling for a very long time, and so I've met a lot of agents throughout the country and even into Canada. So if you decide you do not want to live in the Kansas City metropolitan area, but that you need help wherever you are at in either purchasing or selling, be sure and reach out to me. I can help you find a top-notch agent in your area. My contact information will be below. Let's talk about Raymore and the pros and the cons to this city. As you know, it is a smaller suburb outside of the Kansas City metropolitan area. In fact, it is in a different county than one of the biggest counties in the city of Kansas City. Jackson County covers most of the area around the Missouri side. However, Raymore is in a separate county called Cass County, which actually is one of the pros from many people's perspective. A lot of people want to move out of the Jackson County area and they move into Cass County. Raymore is one of those spotted cities that people are moving to. In fact, it was documented that Raymore is one of the fastest growing cities in the whole state of Missouri, as well as on a national scale. So you might want to take a look at this small little city and see why people are moving there. Now, let's talk about the size. The size is considered actually a con to some people, but in others it is considered a pro. There are only about 22,000 people that live in the city of Raymore, so there is this small community feel, and some of the people that I have asked regarding why they like Raymore, Missouri is exactly that. They love the fact that it is a small city, you got a community feel, and yet you don't have that big city atmosphere. And so some people want the big city, and Raymore would not be your city to live in. But other people really enjoy community, they really enjoy the small town feel, and so in many people's minds, Raymore is a wonderful option because of the size. There's a lot of local shops, local businesses that you can support. I have friends who live in Raymore and they absolutely love it. Let's talk about the community. The community is one of those pros if you really enjoy the small town feel. Even though it is a small city and even though there's not a mall there, you don't have to go very far to get some shopping and go out to eat. You don't have to go very far to get some of those big city experiences. There's a lot of activity that are around Raymore, and so from a small town feel, the community effort is a pro. Another pro is the actual location of Raymore. Now, the con of the location is this: you have to travel pretty far to get to the airport. It takes roughly around 45 minutes if there's no traffic. If there is traffic, then you're going to want a good hour, and some people just want to live a little closer to the airport. So from some people's standpoint, that is a con. If you don't travel a lot, then Raymore is a great location. When it comes to the location, and if you want to get away for the weekend but you don't want to get on, go flying anywhere, you are on the southern part of the city and you're that much closer to areas such as the Ozarks and Branson. So you'll want to consider Raymore if you frequent those locations a lot. In fact, there are some 55 and older communities that are popping up in Raymore, probably because of that reason. They want to live in the city, maybe close to their families and grandkids and what have you, but they want to be closer to the Ozark area and the Branson area where they like to go and spend some time there when the weather is great and they want to see a show. Let's talk about the cost of living. cost of living is actually another pro. It is ranked lower on the national scale and considered lower than most cities in the whole entire state. So the cost of living is actually great. That includes cost of housing, utility bills, shopping and groceries, gas, all of that. So you'll want to consider that if you want to live in a community, a smaller community where the cost of living is less. Let's talk about crime rate. Okay, this is actually a pro. When you're talking about crime rate, you want to take into consideration from a national average, also too with crime rate when it comes to the size of the city. Raymore has a lower crime rate than cities comparable to it in other suburban areas. Now let's talk about schools. According to greatschools.org, you will see here that the ranking of the schools in the Raymore area are anywhere between a B+, an A-, and then there's a few C's. But you'll see the ranking. These are ranked on a scale from 1 to 10. So you've got an 8 here, you've got a 6 here, you've got a 5, and there's a 4 here as well. Most of them are, though, in that average of the 6 or the 5. According to greatschools.org, you can go there and put in any kind of zip code that you want, and you'll get the school's ranking in that specific area. This website and the people behind it are really advocating for greater schools. And it also, if you are a teacher, you can also look for these schools and see what the ratings are as well in your school district. If you're considering changing jobs or whatever, it's a great school district. So when it comes to the ranking of the schools, you will see that there's not really any 9s or 10s in this area. So some people consider that kind of a con when it comes to the schools in Raymore. However, you've got some 6s, 7s, and 8s. If you want to live in one of those higher ranking schools, you'll just need to make sure that you find housing in those areas. Obviously, another pro is we have the whole entire city of Kansas City rallying around the Chiefs, and so you'll always feel and have a great atmosphere no matter where you live in the city. So if this video was helpful, please like it. It always helps my algorithms. And so on that note, I hope that you enjoyed this. Please look forward to seeing my other Raymore videos. I've already included one video about the neighborhoods that are around here. I've also included some entertainment videos regarding Raymore, and so if there's any other cities or suburbs or businesses that you would like me to focus on, be sure and comment below and I'll work on getting that into the next year. As always, to buy or sell, call Anita Cordell, because there's no place like your home. #AnitaHome.